Get over here.
Yeah, this here's that town I was telling you about.
All right.
I come here yesterday, there's a stagecoach sitting here.
Oh, I like stagecoach.
Well, yeah, I do too, but I'm too late to rob the stagecoach.
Oh, man.
You know, I've been in this town for 2 weeks watching the situation, figuring out when that stagecoach was going to have gold on it. I knew yesterday he had 2 bags, at least a bag, maybe 2 bags on there. But I wasn't sure about it, but I knew he had at least some. But when he showed up, I was stuck over there in that outhouse.
Stuck in an outhouse?
Yeah.
Dang.
There wasn't no toilet paper over there.
Oh, that's not good.
No scissors, no but catalog, no toilet paper, no nothing. So I was stuck in here. I ruined a good pair of socks getting out of there. In any case, now, that's a good idea. You ever run out, huh?
Yeah.
Socks. Anyway, so I went in. I was late robbing the stagecoach, but I know there's got to be a bag of gold around here somewhere.
All right.
So I tell you what, I figured it's probably in that bank over there. But I'm not too sure because that bank shut down for like 8 months.
8 months?
Yeah. I don't know why it shut down. I know why he was shutting down a bar, a dance hall, and a bank. All over a beer.
A beer?
Yeah, something called Corona.
Ah.
Well, anyway, they shut her down. But she's been back open for a week now, so maybe there's something in there.
Could
I
be.
don't know. But I figure one of us got to go in there and rob it.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, we're going to figure out how to do it. Now, I don't got no coins on me,
I don't either.
so we're going to have to do it the way I saw these 2 kids doing it.
What's that?
Oh, they were playing something they said was rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I heard of that.
We're going to play that, and the one who loses goes in there and robs the bank.
Oh, okay, that's good.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1, 2, go rob the bank.
He's good at that game.
I tell you what, while you're in there messing around, I'm gonna go over here and take the assay off because you saw some saddlebags over there.
All right.
That'll be good for hauling the old.
I'm gonna get shotgun in there.
Hey, no, man. Yeah, I'll come back. That's all you had for saddlebags back here.
Something, Nina?
They're gonna come running out of there. He's gonna come running out of the door.
That old man's crazy. He died over a pair of saddlebags.
There you go.
I can't believe that.
Here it comes. Running.
Hey, you see, you found one bag anyway.
Yeah, ain't the hair shot?
Oh, yeah. That old man over there. He reached for a shotgun and I had to kill him. Because he was all because of a pair of saddlebags.
You're worried about that?
Yeah. I wonder what's in here that's so special.
Hang anyway. He probably deserves it.
Never mind. He deserves what he got. He was hoarding toilet paper.
Oh, he
Come on, let's get out of town before somebody steals
Hey,
it.
you should have took his socks.
Yeah, probably should. I ain't got time for that.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Hey, looky there. Yeah, it's a kid playing sheriff.
Yeah.
How you doing, Sonny?
Why am playing? I is the sheriff.
You are the sheriff.
Just so I'm
I
back.
thought you said you shot this. Anyway, who'd like you, Sheriff? You ain't even shaving yet.
Well, that's a funny story, actually. I was on my way to town this morning, and the fella stopped me right up there. He said, "Hey, kid, want to be sheriff?" I said, "Sure."
Yeah. That old man in the rocket chair up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He seen him down here getting killed. Yeah. He thinks he's messing around with his daughter, so he figured it's a good way to get rid of him, sitting down here. Sheriff. Well, look, I'd hate to kill a kid on a day like today, but I will. Now, you just leave us alone. We got things to do and places to go. Now, how you figure you gonna take us to jail anyway?
Yeah.
Well, you think. All right, folks, calm down. They still work.
Really?
Okay, how we go?
That still works.
Well,
Now, you just leave us alone before we have to hurt you for real now.
Yeah.
Got anything else to say?
I think I'm done for right now.
Good.
Well, wait a minute.
What do you want now?
Well, I thought of another thing to say.
You did?
Yeah.
What you got to say for yourself?
Well, I know something you don't.
Well, there's a lot of things I don't know. What do you know I don't know you think I need to know?
Well, some of that fell right there.
Me?
About you.
He stole something from you.
Yeah. No, I got everything I own on me. What'd he steal?
Well, you should think real hard about that one.
Well, let's see. What did I lose? Let's see. The dog. No, cat got the dog. Let's see. Hey, was that you that stole my wife and my horse?
No, she stole the horse. She just didn't want me.
Yeah, it's you all right. Now I know why he always looks so familiar when he's riding off in front of me. That's you on the back of that horse with her. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Now I tell you what,
Wow.
I'll overlook you stealing the wife, but I want my horse back.
Oh, he did that.
What do you mean can't do that?
Had to shoot the horse.
You shot my horse? Now what'd you go and do that for?
Well, we run out of food. Shot the horse, ate it. Oh, man.
That was the fastest horse in the county.
Oh, you're not telling me that he ran through me in a hurry. Terrible.
I tell you this, but that wasn't my horse. That's her cooking again.
Her cooking.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
She likes avoiding me 2 or 3 times. You know, I got her from back east as a mail order bride. She wrote me a letter 6 months telling me how great a cook she was. I figured I needed a good cook out there at the ranch, so I sent off for her. Well, she must have been talking about her mother, because she couldn't even boil water.
Whoa, I'll tell you one thing. I don't believe she'd cook horse meat either.
Evidently not. Now you gonna give me them bags of gold, that bag of gold, because you killed my horse.
Well, I tell you, no. I'm gonna keep this because that cooker like to kill me. Terrible.
Well, I ain't the only thing fixing to kill you.
Oh, you gonna be
Killing
it?
my horse.
Well, it'll be that way, huh?
Oh,
All
God.
right. Kill him a whole bunch. All right, now. Hey, wait a minute. All these people are watching. They can help.
Help.
Yep, they can help.
Okay, they're gonna help.
All right, now, the way y'all can help, listen for both of us, and we both say we're ready. Y'all holler, draw, real loud. All right? All right. Hey, wait a minute. Don't get down myself.
You said you were gonna help, that help.
I didn't even get it real loud, okay? All right. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah. I should have hit you.
Well, if you'd have quit buying them Walmart bullets, my gun would have went off.
I would have hit you.
That ain't work. Tell you what, I got a better way of doing it.
What's that?
You know how to count to 3?
Well, sure. We got this 3. Got an expert here says this is 3. I can get that more.
All right, you count to 3, and on 3 I'm gonna shoot you. If my gun goes off this time.
Here we go. Uno, dos.
Wait a minute.
Why?
I don't understand what you're saying. What's uno dos?
Oh, I forgot. I'm going down the
The only thing I know how to say down there is masturbation 4 for 4. Which means more beer. You speak English, but you understand what I'm saying.
Let's stand over there so wait.
One Mississippi. Good. Now you shake my head.
We're not in Mississippi, we's in Arizona.
I tell you what, you're so cantankerous. You do the count.
I count with 3rd grade 7 times.
And remember, you don't shoot on 1.
Nope.
You don't shoot on 2.
Nope.
One time you shoot is when you hear 3.
What was that?
3.
What? He said 3. Yeah, I have to remember that next time. That's a good way to get rid of partners. All right.
Yeah, you did. Now wait a minute.
You back again?
Yes, don't take you to jail.
You're not taking me nowhere. Look what I did to him. I'm gonna do the same thing to you.
Well, you done shot him,
That's right.
and you done shot my hand.
That's right.
Well, I guess I can't take you to jail.
That's right.
Wanna go down your own?
No, I don't want to go up there on my own.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Well, yes, we just have my deputy take you up there then.
You're deputy.
Well, yeah.
I don't see no deputy out here.
Lane sits right behind me.
Yeah, right. You don't really think I'm gonna fall for that, do you?
Think yourself for it.
No, no deputy back there.
Well, I'm gonna take this gold lane out here. And your sheriff.
Welcome to Oatman. Hope you had a good time.
Operation for the last 10 years under the Golden Vortex Mining Company. Now, the gold that actually started the town of Oatman and the boom of Oatman wouldn't be found until 1895, the first time around. In 1895, a man by the name of John Whiteley was following Beale's Trail, which ran from Santa Fe, New Mexico to Los Angeles, California, right to the middle of these mountains. And it would become 1926, the route would become Route 66, this road right here. Now, he was following the trail when he realized there was a quartz vein over the side of the mountain. He went to investigate, realized there was gold in that quartz, so he went back to Kingman and stuck a claim on it. Well, he came back out with his tools to work his claim, but somewhere along the line, two other men realized he found something out there. So they followed him out from Kingman to see what it was he found. When they realized what it was and how much of it there was, they all three got in a gunfight over the gold, and before it was all said and done, they were all three killed. So the gold was lost for another 4 years. Now, 4 years later, in 1899, a man by the name of Jose Jerez would find the gold. Now, he was a colonel in the Mexican military, but by the time he got to Kingman, Arizona, he was just a heavy drinker and kind of a nuisance. So they grub staked him just to get him out of town for a while. They sent him out along Beale's Trail, somewhere around the top of Sid Creek's Pass, about 5 miles up the road from here. In his telling the story, he fell asleep, and his burros wandered off from him in the middle of the night. Most people knew him really well, so he more than likely just got drunk, passed out, and got tied his burros down. But in any case, the next day when he went to go find those burros, they were standing right next to the quartz vein that Whiteley put a claim on 4 years earlier. He went back to Kingman, stuck a claim on it with Henry Loving. They came out and they worked their claim for about 6 months. They got about 1,000 yards in the ground before they realized they did not have the manpower nor the money to get it up in operation the way it needed to be done. So they turned around and sold the whole thing to United States Steel. For today's money, about $1.5 million. Now, Henry Loving went on to be a very prosperous businessman and died a very wealthy man. Jose, on his hand, took all his money, went to San Diego, spent it all on whiskey, women, and having a good time. It lasted him a couple of years till he ran out of money, so he came back to the Gold Road mine and started working as a roustabout. He would work there for about 1.5 years till his alcoholism did him in. In his alcoholic delirium, he decided the reason he was losing all of his weight had absolutely nothing to do with drinking too much. He figured because something crawled down his stomach in the middle of the night while he was sleeping and was eating everything he was eating, so he wasn't getting any nourishment. Well, they also figured he knew how to solve that problem, so he mixed himself up a rat poison cocktail and drank it down. Well, he killed the rat all right, but he also killed himself, and now he's buried 3 miles up the road in the Gold Road Cemetery. Now, that story was written up in the Kingman, Oatman, and Mineral Park newspapers back in the early 1900s. Now, from 1901 to 1942, Oatman was the most populated place in Mojave County, with an average population of around 10,000 people. And between 1910 and 1918, during World War I, there were estimates there could have been as many as 40,000 people out here in the mountains around us, all looking for gold. This was the place to be. But in 1942, when World War II started, Roosevelt deemed that gold mining wasn't necessary for fighting World War II. He needed the materials to fight the war with rather than gold, so he asked the miners to go mine other things. They did. When they left, they took a lot of the infrastructure of Oatman out in order to fight World War II. Then when the war was over, everybody thought the mining would come back because most geologists believed they'd only taken 1/3 of the gold out of these mountains. There's still 2/3 of it still here. And between 1901 and 1942, they took an estimated 36 million ounces of gold out of these mountains. So that's only 1/3 of it. There's still a lot of gold out here somewhere underground. In fact, in the 7 different veins we know run through these mountains, back in the day, they never did find what was called, in mining terminology, the mother lode, or where the main source of gold may have been coming from. So who knows how much gold might really be out here somewhere underground. In any case, in 1942, the miners left, and the population of Oatman dwindled down to about 300 people. Those 300 people, what's the popular movie in Germany right there? That's an old movie. In any case, all the miners left in 1942, and the population went down to about 300 people. Now, those 300 stuck around, believing the gold mine would come back. When the war was over, it just never did. And by 1951, they realized the gold mine wasn't coming back anytime soon, so they put in a bypass from Kingman to Needles going around the back side of these mountains behind us. When that happened, Oatman died and became a ghost town. It went from a population of 300 to 3 overnight, and would remain 3 to nothing for the next 30 years. And actually disappeared from maps, a lot of maps, for about 20 of those years. But in any case, It pretty much with nothing more than about 3 to 4 people living up in the general area up here for about 30 years. Except for 3 points in time. You had 1955, 1957, and 1962 when Hollywood came up and filmed the movie Foxfire, then Eternity, Edge of Eternity, and then How the West Was Won in 1962. Other than that, it was pretty much a town of 3 people, 3 to nothing for the next 30 years. Now, in 1978, when I-40 ran right over the top of the bypass, going around the end of the mountains, more and more people started traveling through the Oatman again, because if you wanted to stay on 66, you had to come the original route through the mountains and through Oatman once again. So as they started through the town, more and more people started coming through, and the town came back to some kind of life. Now, it wouldn't come into real life until about 1986, when they created an organization to promote Route 66, and the small towns had been bypassed by I-40. When that got up and running, more and more people started traveling down Route 66 again, and that's when Oatman came back to some kind of life. Now, there's about 100 people live up here today. There are actually 4 active gold mines in the area, all producing gold, but it could come back to life even better, because with the price of gold steadily going up, there were 60 different mining companies out here by 1942 when they left, and all 60 were producing gold. So there's 300 mine shafts out here and about 400 miles of tunnel underneath us. So if this gold mining could come back, being they figure they only took a third of it out anyway. But in any case, it all started because of gold. Now, the town of Blue Ridge actually started out in 1901 as the town of Blue Ridge. It was called the Blue Ridge Mining Camp from 1901 to 1942, or 1909. By 1900, there was a scattering of 5 small post offices along the 5-mile stretch of this road. You had Vivian, Old Trails, Blue Ridge, Gold Road, and another German town out here on the other end of town. Now, by 1901, they necked it all down into one, put that larger post office right down on the top of the Blue Ridge post office, which sat right up there where Judy Saloon sits. So once they did that, they just continued to call it the Blue Ridge Post Office. So this remains the town of Blue Ridge, or the Blue Ridge Mining Camp. Now, in 1909, a book got circulated through the town, written by a girl named Olive Oatman. When that book got circulated through the town, the miners read it, thought she's a pretty woman, gone through a really rough ordeal. So they all took a vote and voted to change the name of the town from Blue Ridge to Oatman. It's been Oatman, Arizona ever since. Now, the Olive Oatman story was a simple one, but a harsh one. They were coming across the country in 1851 with their family of 9. When some around Gila Bend, they got separated from the wagon train they were running with, and shortly after that, they were massacred by the Yavapai Indians. Out of a family of 9, everyone was killed except for a young son who survived the attack but was left for dead. Mary Ann Oatman and Olive Ann Oatman were taken captive by the Yavapai Indians. They would spend a year with the Yavapais when they were traded to the Mojave Indians, and then they spent 4 years with the Mojave Indians. 3 years into that, Mary Ann died of starvation. Olive stayed with the Indians for another year. When she was released, because a Spanish trader realized there was a white girl with the Indians, they went down, got some people from Yuma, they came up and they bartered for her and got her out of captivity. Once she was released, her and her brother got together with a co-author, co-wrote a book called Captivity of the Oatman Girls, and that was the book that would change the name of the town from Blue Ridge to Oatman.